Hi guys, I'm also Tekami. Welcome to Doki Doki Literature Club. I've been really meaning to get back into this game, but time is a bitch sometimes. I wish I could marathon through this because I've heard so many good things about this. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri exhales, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kinda down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Would you prefer if I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much preference either way. Yeah, you do. Guess I'll read a more tonight. It'd be more fun to read with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. Make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, do you remember writing a poem last night? Yeah? And now the tension starts. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with? Aha, you look like the excited type. Sayori and Monika enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori's is on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monika wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monika's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. So how's this gonna go? Yuri, duh! Yuri's best girl. Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. Could trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Eh? What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? She takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? The use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. It's actually my first time, really. Huh? She stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know. I just meant, She trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. So there's specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice, and learning by example, and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. Shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Aw, she looks so excited. I'll have to share my thought process behind it. She smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. Joel, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light, the tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time, and yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Click outside the poem. Oh. Sorry for such no! Your handwriting's probably better than mine. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting's very pretty. That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. No, not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's the first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild, something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Woohoo. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, is it? Really? You must have totally missed the point. I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember, the poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. Usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort and unable to let go of the past, soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn putting it that way. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Oh, yours was impressive too, so... If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm gonna keep doing my best for you, Izua. Please do. I'd love to read more. Me too. Alright. Let's go Monica next. Hi! Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, do you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't laugh at me! We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? That sort of barrier we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand her my poem. Great job! I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. Guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. That's not very fair. Guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing is full of imagery and symbolism, unlike Sayuri, who puts simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. Never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. Oh, that's not true. I'm sure you're doing great. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims not to be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. My voice went there for a second. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Oh, this one scrolls down, okay. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See, the direction the spackle protrudes, a noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. Peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel. Blind like a film left out in the sun. It's too late. My retinas already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now I wasn't looking in, I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. Are these poems all going to be like hints and symbolism of like what's affecting all these girls? Because I know this game deals with depression and shit like that. What do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, the kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What's the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. Kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monika's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. You try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is, if you keep your pen on the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Natsuki. If you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh? What do you expect? What? You expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put in effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you ever wrote, I'd like to read it. Yeah, you don't. That's what I thought. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyway, I guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I guess that works in its own way. Yeah. Told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style shouldn't make your messages any less vivid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read but hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. Don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, Sayori, what you got? This is a good poem. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. I'm not the kind of guy who'd be writing poems in his spare time. Guess you're right. That's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you wrote. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. Just reminds me how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact I'm standing in front of you in the club room? Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? Like I said before, Izua, deep down you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people? That's something only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. Not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny she's part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah? I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that, then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, I'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Aha. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You did the whole thing, didn't you? You can't just answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. Still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. She gets hangry, apparently. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. Alright, this was so much fun. Onika's the best. Yeah. Next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright then. Whew. Guess that's everyone. Glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone's judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. Eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watched each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. She could say it's fancy. Thanks. Hers is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Aw, don't be a dick to Yuri, man. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was like, aw, don't be a dick. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Izua did too. First that, I'll give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect to change anytime soon, so unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. Ah, that's how you do it, the tsundere, you ignore them. And Izua liked my poem too, you know. He told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Oh, is this how it's gonna turn out? That's not what I... Aw, you're just... She stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Izua appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Break up the tension, people. Is everyone okay? Everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Izua started showing up. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Izua, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. You're like siblings. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Izua. Wait. There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning them most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Izua? Well? How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Help me. Natsuki, Yuri, help me! Sorry. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait. That's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight because someone's opinion's different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri? You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, that's... But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. See, I didn't notice that I'm sorry. Aw. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think you should too? She clenches her fist. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, I also take a walk and clear my head. Sayuri, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. Yeah, spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Aw, Natsuki. She really didn't need to do that. Look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands. She stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? So embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Izua, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, I would never do anything so shameful. So, huh? What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. Oh, you can't lie to me. I know what she said. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Make enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it's worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Izua, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It's a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. Maybe you learned something from your friends too, so your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. Any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Izua, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. She beams up at me. It surely has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. Can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. Eh, what do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. You can see why they'd make good friends with you. Whew. You know, Izua, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. Looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, I'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that to myself. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Oh, we're doing more poems. Okay. Alright. Let's say philosophy, a tone, uncanny, frightening raindrops, disaster covet, breathe, precious chocolate, peaceful variance, raindrops, starscape, valentine, secretive tragedy, unrestrained universe, sparkle, parfait, starscape, Doki Doki. I'm pretty sure I know who that is. Sensation, unrequited. Oh, one for her, I guess. Forgive, destiny, meager, inferno, childhood, defeat, and daydream. Contamination, romance, hop, whirlwind, tears, vanilla, passion, color, cute. Contamination and misfortune. Disown, rain cloud. Oh, she's starting to catch up a little bit. Extraordinary, amazing, her blanket, her singing pain, summer, portrait. Extraordinary. Incongruent. Imagination, skipping, jump. Infallible. Yeah. Treasure, fireflies, pleasure. Judgment, nightgown? Adventure, nibble. Let's go with nightgown. Okay, one for her. Apparently it took 15 words for her to finally get something. Anime, well, I know who that is. Infinite. Effulgent. Thank you, last episode's me, for writing down the definition of that. Effulgent. Entropy is a massacre or a mouse scar's prayer. Entropy. Despise, disoriented, pout, promise, empty, fun, beauty, papa, games and marriage, oriented, and uncontrollable. There we go. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable over here the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Alright, so I think we'll leave this here for today. I did have some technical difficulties recording this. I don't know if my shirt's the same as it was about the first 20 minutes, but it did stop recording. Well, not so much recording, but it stopped at a certain frame, but it kept my audio and my camera going. So I'm having to record this part a couple days later and then have to merge them together. So I'll try my best to get a couple episodes recorded in for this. Thank you for watching, guys. Once again, this is Doki Doki Literature Club. Thank you for watching. Please hit the like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you thought of today's video. And please leave any suggestions down below in the comments of games you'd like to see me play later in the future. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Thank you, and bye-bye!